Oh, I really like it. Well, basically we're going out to Darkfest next week and we wanted a cool bike for it. I didn't want to turn up with a stock bike, did I? Look at that, it's going to look amazing in the sun. So I was going to do a Land Rover green one, like the one that got stolen from here, but I thought I flogged that horse for so long. Let's forget about that one. This is actually a bike, this colour is a bike that I got painted and took to Rebel Rampage in 2019. And the poor bike only lasted one run where I decided to case it into the back of our original canyon gap. Yes! Look at that. So this is a bit of a, yeah, bike the same as that. Build up, looks good. It's a funny story actually ages ago from Darkfest where all the boys were like getting custom like £700 springs and £1,000 springs and stuff. And I'm just on the same as I race World Cup on. But so we're just working that out at the minute. But I'm taking an old shifter and derailleur off of another bike. It's a bit banged up, obviously it's Sram, so it just lasts forever. But I did quite like this noise a minute ago. I think they'll probably be going approximately that fast, if not faster, heading into the 110 foot next week. So we'll see. Flames coming out of them.
So, how many bikes go into building one bike with you then?
It's quite good at the minute. We've got almost 3 bicycles.
Yeah, we have actually almost got 3 full bikes going at the same time.
That is unheard of.
We've got a downer bike. I know we took the cassette off the downer bike.
Yeah.
But not including my Rampage bike, because that's like my lovely one. But I've got a secret one that I've just got working again that you'll see on Thursday, which is quite cool. My one that I jumped over the canyon with ollies is in some repairs. And yeah, I'm just crap at stuff. Anyway, let's get on with this. Yeah, tyres on. I'm running this DhX, it's like a DH casing. It's like normally the one I run on the front. I do feel quite sorry for Ben at MB actually, because it's like 5 minutes notice. Our bike's been sprayed up by Fat Creations. We're going to Darkfest in 2 days time. Can we do a fat bike build? But luckily,
Sram, get the Sram fork out.
yeah. So he's doing a 190mm to 200mm swap on my Fox 40. Hayes is like quite a new sponsor of ours, but we've been so stoked with them actually. And these purple ones, when I first got the purple ones, I was like, oh no, I'll run purple brakes, but they pop so well on all my bikes and it's just hassle free, chuck them on, ride them are so good. Stealthy BF 800s on there, Deity signature edition. I'm actually gonna, Brendel choice cut is 780mm, and I have actually recently been running 800, but because we're back at a free ride comp, and I don't know why, I feel like I want to go shorter actually. You're missing the best bit. Look, listen. Wow, I'm so lucky to have such sick sponsors. I mean, look, Benny, look at that. So good. Something I get asked actually all the time is, how do you get sponsored? And I always find it a bit like, it's not something that I ever, when I was a kid, I was ever like growing up riding my bike thinking, that's what I want to do is get sponsored. That wasn't like ever for me the goal, if you know what I mean. It was like the goal for me was just to go out riding as much as I could and get faster, but it was never like I want to get sponsored. But I hear kids all the time being like, how do you get sponsored? I'm like, dude, just go out, ride your bike, have fun, and just go as fast as you feel like you can go, and then that's going to come. I feel like they're worrying about it too early. Always striving just for someone to come up to you and give you free stuff. You're forgetting what you're really doing it for, aren't you, in a way? My route was actually just, I think the reason why I got fast, or got faster, or got where I am is just from riding with people that are older than me. At the beginning I was lucky for that. I had older friends that were faster than me and better than me. So I was always like trying to push to be as fast. Yeah, Dave Valler. But actually, Dave Valler, Ollie Wilkins, all those boys still faster than me. But it was always like trying to push to beat them, and to try to not beat them necessarily, just be as good as them. So I think that's what really pushed me on when I was younger to be where I am now, is just trying to push on and be as good as them.
Is racing still important to, if people want to potentially get sponsored? Is it worth doing local rounds, national rounds?
I think it's one of the easiest, best ways to get noticed. You know, if you're the fastest in your club, fastest in your country, fastest in your town. You know, you only have to be fast in the town. And then if you're fast in the town, it's like, oh, Bob's winning all the local races, and you still get a bit of recognition, and then that snowballs into something else. But I definitely think like the racing culture and everything is still hugely important. Depends if you want to be a racer or you want to be a freerider. There's two really different things these days. I remember, I'm not saying I was the first, but I was definitely was racing and got a bit of a name racing, and then through various reasons went into free riding. And I was top 5 race back in the day, and I snapped my ACL. When I came back from that, I was no longer top 5. I was like struggling to even get top 10s and whatever. So I just ventured off into other avenues that I felt like I could bring value to, like filming and edits and jumping stuff. So I think your question's hard, because definitely racing is super important to brands, super important. And I think it breeds the best athletes in the world and the best bike riders in the world, in my opinion, are racers. Whether it's been a racer gone into something else, or even if it's not downhill necessarily, if you're a BMX racer gone into trials, or you know what I mean. So I think that side of things breeds the best bike riders. So I think it's hugely important. I remember Caden Chaos way back in the day, like, yeah, we want to be like you and Josh, and I was like, yeah, but me and Josh have both done 10, 15 years of World Cup race, especially Josh. He's like he's won plenty of World Cup. I've never won a World Cup. Josh has won plenty of World Cup overall. So I just said to those boys, I was like, look, stick with racing as long as you can, get your name, get your skill set going, because you're never gonna ride as fast or as efficiently and as accurately as you do racing a World Cup. And then after that, decide what you're going to do. And yeah, subsequently, both of them are free riders now and absolutely killing it. And I think both of them are some of the sickest free riders in the world. By them getting a name racing has helped them to be where they are now, I think. So, like a little arrow on there. So that arrow is actually supposed to be at the top, which indicates doing the bolt up to the max, so those bits of metal join, and then so you pretty much do that up full and then nip it up on the other one. So that's supposed to be at the top, but this one's different. This one's going to be at the bottom. Oh, I'm going to nip it up full at the bottom, because obviously I'm going to be spending most of my time upside down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's why.
That is your trick, isn't it? Flips.
It's my only trick. It's all I got, mate. It's all I got. One-handers.
Knacks.
I can do a knack.
270. You learned that?
Learned that.
Can we see that somewhere?
No, definitely not.
No.
Imagine trying it on that big
big hip.
Yeah. Oof, goodness me, no.
3?
No, Benny. Definitely not. Whoa.
Rocket.
Do you think one average one in the middle to get it started, or like little ones around the outside?
Average in the middle.
I think in 2 hours use a hammer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I do agree. But I'm only doing little taps. Okay.
Less accuracy.
One middle, one in the middle. That's quite an abundance of average ones. Trusted DMR axe crank. This is insanely strong crank.
How long have you run these for?
Oh, so long. But I mean, I've got a new one on this time, but you'd have seen from past bikes, i.e. my Rampage one, I just put second-hand ones on. When I say second-hand ones, it just means that ones are like 2 or 3 years old. They're scratched, but they're just so strong. And I don't like to waste too many parts, but this one's got freshies on. But yeah, so strong. Nice little springy washer in there.
Yeah, I like that.
Beauty. You can actually crank these up quite tight. Dad strength.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to give it a good bit. Oh. Yes.
Oh.
Oh, exactly. Okay, cool.
Social media. How
Yep.
important do you think it is?
Well, I think it's literally the single most important thing these days. This is what I was thinking the other day. Say if you're a marketing manager back in the day and you had 10 grand to spend to advertise a product, you'd buy a certain amount of advertising space in a magazine, i.e. you'd spend 10 grand on a page in a magazine of MB Cyclery, for example. So you spent 10 grand, you've got no way whether you get that 10 grand back, because the magazine will say, oh yeah, I've sold 50,000 copies. You've got no idea of how many people opened that magazine, saw that MB Cyclery advert, and then acted upon it. So it's really hard to sort of calculate where your money goes. Whereas now, I hate to say it, which I'm going to stitch so many people up now, is you can just see how many followers you have, and people can decide to follow you or not to follow you. It's quite easy. They can just say unfollow. They don't like what you do, and then just unfollow you. And a sponsor, a partner, can put money into a swipe up. Then you can instantly. It's so transparent. If I say to you, Benny, can you advertise my new coat? You do a swipe up. Then you can easily see how many people have clicked on your post, swiped up on it, then gone on the website, and then even scarier, purchase something on that website from swiping up on your post. So stuff's just not, you can't hide anymore. There's no hiding behind stuff. So I think having a big social media following is huge, because like I said before, you can decide whether you follow someone or not, and it's easy to unfollow someone if you think they're doing crap stuff. So I think a social media following this day and age is pretty crucial, to be honest. I hate to say that, but it is. It's the most untransparent way of proving what you're worth. Let me get the persuader to put these on again.
Hammer Henry over
The
here.
final piece to the puzzle. Oh, I've done it wrong. This is what I constantly tell people is, do not do this, which I've done. We've designed these so the bolt is like directly at you. So this would obviously be a right hand one that goes and faces directly at you, so it's easy access. So do not put it on that side like a toss. This one goes here, and this one goes here. Come in here, Benny, you can see why. That goes on there, and you can see like all your bolts are like quite nicely lined up. So when your bolt's facing you like that, you know that it's in the right position. But you do need this vital piece. Persuader. Because why you got to do this is because the core of this grip is tapered. So this end here in the plastic is actually slightly thinner, that's slightly smaller diameter, to like grip the end of the bar. Because we made it like that because I didn't want an end cap on this end. So you can just run one clamp.
Wow.
That chain. It's actually a Sram 12-speed chain that we've butchered into 7-speed. You reckon that'll work, Ben?
Yeah, run.
Yeah. Actually, big thanks to Sram.
Gonna put much through it.
Well, I will. What's he talking about? Look at it, oil slick. How sick that is. Yeah, Sram hooked us up with drive chains this year and last year, so stoked on that. Big thanks. What was that, Ben?
I reckon I could probably build one an hour if no one interrupted me.
Do you reckon you could build in 45 minutes if no one interrupted you?
Probably.
Yeah, right, that's on. We're doing a YouTube video, we're stripping it down, making sure we've got all the bits. And he's got to build it in 45 minutes, good enough that I can straight into something horrible. That's another vid coming right up. Done. Ben, again, big thanks, that's wicked. I really like it.
Little bit orange peel on the top tube.
Really like that.
Orange.
Might have a bike.
You might.
Might not have a bike. The Kashima, and it's just like. Should we go fucking city map? We walking off.
Big thanks to Ben at MB Cyclery. Ben,
Nice.
thank you, dude. Huge help. Could have done it myself. Actually, couldn't have. But yeah, so this is next time you see me on this bad boy, I'll be 120 feet in the air. No, probably not. Hopefully, but like I said, this one's a last minute do. As a bit of a tribute, not tribute, it's a wrong word, but I felt like that bike looked so cool, and it just didn't get a good, very long innings, down to me being crap at biking, casing stuff. So yeah, this is a last minute paint job for Darkfest. I thought I'd put something on for Sam's event, heading out there next week. This will be out Sunday, so so stoked on this. Big thanks to MB, big thanks to Fat Creations and Alan Becky at Fat Creations for a last minute paint job. So yeah, and also big thanks to all my sponsors. You absolutely kill it. Huge thanks. Could not do it without you. So yeah, thank you. See you next time.